Hello and welcome to Meridian News Now. I'm Sydney McIntosh. Thanks for joining us. Neach has released this year's best school districts in Michigan. They have recognized Okemos Public Schools at number 4 and Haslett Public Schools at number 31. The best school districts in Michigan based off of an analysis in academic student life data from the U.S. Department of Education, along with test scores, college data, and ratings collected from millions of Neach users. East Lansing's public school is ranked at number 17 and Williamston Community Schools was ranked at number 28. Congratulations to all our school districts on an amazing year of success. When the Meridian Township Master Plan was adopted in 2017, one of the goals was to develop the downtown areas in the township. As a way to further grow those areas, the township created the Meridian Redevelopment Fund. Money has recently requested to be put towards the fund for the development of the downtown Okemos, specifically for the demolition process. The Meridian Township Economic Development Corporation held a special meeting on October 8th in order to discuss the action on the redevelopment fund before sending it to the township board. The October 20th meeting was only supposed to be a discussion item, but after some time and some deliberation between the board members, the board voted 5-1 to bypass traditional meeting rules and take action immediately. Meridian Township Supervisor Ron Stecka was in support of the decision and wanted people to know that this is strictly about moving forward with the demolition of the buildings in downtown Okemos.
But right now what we've got is a mess. We've got buildings that are unoccupied, falling apart, paint coming off, looking horrible. And the project, what we're talking about tonight is not the whole project, not how much commercial space versus residential. That's later. What we're talking about tonight is the demolition aspect and whether we're going to contribute to that demolition.
We will continue to follow this story as it develops. 2 new projects are being completed simultaneously at the South Fire Station in Meridian Township. The first project involves the installation of solar panels on the roof of the station. These panels will allow for 40 kilowatts of electric power production, which will satisfy a significant portion of the building's energy needs. The second project is a complete replacement of the driveway. This project is expected to take 2 weeks to finish, while the solar panels project is expected to wrap up in November. To see more photos from this project, make sure to head over to Meridian Township Flickr page. October is Fire Safety Month, and this year's theme is Kitchen Fire Safety. There have been 88 fatalities in Michigan over the course of this year. In the last week, there have been 44 fire deaths in the entire country. Home TV's Grace Burnt spoke with Meridian Township Fire Inspector Tavis Millerove about safety tips to use when in the kitchen.
What are some more practices or other practices that people can put into place to prevent any fires from happening?
So what I like to tell people is having a couple things in your hand at all times when you're cooking. I tell people, and especially the little old ladies, that they should have an oven mitt on their hand, and that way anytime they're cooking they've got this available to them, or it's in their hand itself, or maybe even a utensil. But when they go to do something else, like, oh, I'm going to go fold that basket of laundry, they got to put this down and actually take this off. Whereas, okay, wait a minute, no, I'm cooking something, I need to leave this on and I need to pay attention to what I'm doing here in the kitchen.
Great reminder.
The Meridian Township Fire Department's goal is to inform as many people as possible that kitchen fires are the #1 problem and to bring awareness to this problem. The Meridian Township Farmers Market officially held their first Saturday event on October 17th under the new marketplace on the Green Pavilion, located at 1995 Central Park Drive in Okemos. Marketplace on the Green is the new home to the Meridian Township Farmers Market and now has over 60 vendors. Vendor booths are spaced further apart with wider aisles to support the CDC COVID-19 safety guidelines. With the new location, not only is it utilizing the existing Meridian Mall parking lot for visitor parking, it is a social and economic centerpiece and provides community space for vendors, craft fairs, township events, musical entertainment, and more. The farmers market is open for business on Wednesdays from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. and Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. For additional information, you can contact the Parks Recreation Department at 517-853-4600 or visit www.meridian.mi.us Farmers Market. Irvin Magic Johnson participated in a rally last weekend that was put on by the Joe Biden and Kamala Harris campaign. The event took place at Everett High School in Lansing. Johnson was joined by Congresswoman Alyssa Slocum, Senator Gary Peters, and Senator Debbie Stabenow. Together, the four of them discussed the importance of voting. It is very important that we tell our friends, our family members, get out and vote early, said Johnson. Voting is earlier than it's ever been before, so we got to take advantage of it, so we don't have to stand in those long lines in November. You can find the full story on Home TV's website. Michigan State University students are doing their part by minimizing the spread of COVID-19 by volunteering to spit in a tube. The Spit Kit program is run by MSU and aims to detect COVID-19 in students that may be asymptomatic. Every week, the university emailed students who signed up for the program to grab a spit kit from locations across campus. The students then spit in the tube at home and bring it back to the location. Home TV Katie Schroeder went into the lab to find out where Spartan spit goes.
Students usually can't wait to see Spartan Stadium. Now it isn't football that has them coming.
Yeah, I have started the process. I picked up my spit kit, that's what they're calling it. I picked it up last week and then I turned it in.
Right now we've got a few thousand participants and every day it's increasing. Again, we saw a huge spike in participation levels early this week.
But where does your spit go and what happens to it?
Around here, we've become the Willy Wonka of spit.
Welcome to the lab.
And a barcode that we're able to associate with the people that are giving the samples.
Scanning, testing, analyzing, and stickering?
The end results of the whole process is going to be our real-time PCR output. When we do see a positive in a pool, though, what we see is kind of this multicolor curve.
And the Spartan Spit Team's network keeps growing.
In order to save the fall football season, Brian Jesperson tells me Monday through Friday, all Michigan State football players will be tested by the Spartan Spit Team to see if they contracted the coronavirus.
We're finding it with the goal of providing this resource if we can to make the winter semester of 2021 safer, better, and more effective.
In East Lansing, I'm Katie Schroeder.
Home TV will continue its tradition of award-winning election coverage programming. Your Choice 2020 is a series of programs designed to help educate the public on candidates running for office and ballot proposals. General Election Day is November 3rd, and 12 local contested races will be covered as well as 4 ballot proposals. The election program will include candidate interviews, ballot proposals, features, and live election night coverage. Due to COVID-19 and construction occurring in Home TV's studio and control room, this year's election coverage is being conducted virtually utilizing Zoom video communications platform. Candidate interviews and ballot proposal programs will air the entire month of October. Live general election night coverage will begin at 8 p.m. on Tuesday, November 3rd. Comcast cable subscribers in East Lansing, Haslett, and Okemos can view the programs by tuning in to Channel 21 and Channel 30. AT&T U-verse subscribers can view the programs on Channel 99. These programs will also be available on demand on Home TV's website. After a very long road, Michigan State University football is back. Their first home game is this Saturday, October 24th, against the Rutgers. But just because football has resumed doesn't mean tailgating will. The Michigan State Police sent out a press release last week stating that tailgating on MSU's campus will be prohibited this football season. It should also be noted that the open container rule that is normally waived on game days will be enforced to discourage people from gathering on campus. That's all for today's episode of Meridian News Now. Remember, you can stay up to date with Township News by following us on Facebook, Twitter, and of course, HomeTV.net. I'm Sydney McIntosh. Thanks for watching and have a great day.